than hell and Big Daddy's on vacation. So I'm going to bore you with another rerun. This rerun was originally shown in October of 1987, a long, long time ago. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you that the matches in June at the South Broadway Athletic Club, I try to tell you people we have the hottest wrestling show in town, and it showed you that by setting the building on fire. So the next show is going to be August the 24th, and if you got your ticket stubs, they'll be honored that day, so bring them on down. And if you don't have a ticket stub, come on down anyway and see the show. That's Saturday, August the 24th at 8 p.m. in the beautiful air-conditioned South Broadway Athletic Club. Once again, this rerun, there are a lot of dates mentioned, don't pay any attention to them, comes from October 1987, a blast from the past. Check it out, and Big Daddy will be right back.
Put out a burning building with a shovel and dirt, and not even worry about it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another hour of Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Big Daddy. You know me, you love me, and you can't live without me. I'm down at the gym. Nobody's down here working out. I'm just hanging around having a few cocktails. You know how it is. Got to try out the local stuff. This is going to be kind of a laid-back show this time. Big Daddy's kind of tired. I've been working real hard. So you're going to see a little wrestling and a little bit of hullabaloo fashion show. I know you've been waiting to see that. I might at this point take time to wish you a happy Halloween. If you're watching this the second week the show's on, you already missed Halloween, so forget about it because you must be stupid. All right, the first match tonight is going to feature Roy Reed against a new guy named Dane Roberts, and Dane Roberts is looking pretty good. He's a new guy. I don't know where he's from or nothing. Before this match, you're here Skip and Herbie talking some craziness. I don't know what they're talking about because they don't either. So watch this match, and Big Daddy will be right back.
Hello again, wrestling fans.
My God, look at the hog head on that.
Works through our district. We've got some really great matches for you tonight, so sit back and relax. We'll be bringing you the best in professional wrestling. Well, good evening, wrestling fans. Here we are again at the beautiful South Broadway Athletic Club. With me at ringside is Tony Casta. Tonight, Herb Simmons is away on assignment down in Old Mexico tonight. Welcome here, Tony. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. It's a long, hard road back, but I'm going to make it, and I'm enjoying the matches here, getting ready to get underway. And, you know, Roy Reed's a good friend of mine. I just hope he's successful tonight against this Dane Roberts.
Don't know too much about Dane Roberts. What can you tell me about him, Tony?
Well, I know he's fast, he's quick, he comes out of Kansas City, and I've heard some good reports about him. I haven't seen him too much. I really don't know too awful much about him.
So he's making his debut here tonight at the South Broadway Athletic Club.
That's right. I think we'll see some good things out of Dane Roberts.
And they tie up in the middle. Referee Terry Riley beginning to have his battle, and an over hip toss, and he goes down hard. Roy Reed takes him down again on a second toss. Roy Reed working his way around the ring, sizing up his new opponent, Dane Roberts. Both gentlemen about the same weight and class. And he ties him up into a headlock. Picks him up, body slam down to the mat. 1, 2, and Roy Reed kicks out.
It looks like this Dane Roberts is not going to take a thing from Roy Reed. He come back and done the same thing Roy Reed done to him.
That's exactly right. He looks like he's going to be a very, very cagey opponent in time. And they tie up again in the ring with two wrestlers of about equal size and weight. Sometimes it makes for very, very even competition.
Yes, it does. You know, they'll just have to keep going and wear each other down, and one may get an advantage sooner or later.
I think this match so far, we haven't seen any dirty tactics. I presume both wrestlers, of course, we know Roy Reed is of a very scientific nature, and Dane Roberts seems to be rather of a scientific nature also.
Well, anything can happen at any time. You get one of them real mad, and anything can happen, the fist and the feet, anything could start happening, and you never know when you're going to see it.
And they continue to work on each other. And we'll see if he gives a clean break. No, he slaps him with a judo slash across the throat. Now Roberts pulls Reed off the ropes, whips him off again, takes him down with a vicious clothesline across the throat. Roy Reed looks a little bit shook right now, Tony.
Yes, he does. I think his lights went out there for a minute.
And he pulls Roy Reed up. Looks like he's trying to set him up for some type of a, might be a choke. I can't really tell. He's got that arm underneath the chin.
He's working on the arm and the neck at the same time, just trying to wear him down.
Now I got a little bit better view. It looks to me like he's got a choke. I'm surprised Terry Riley hasn't picked up on that. Picks him up and over. Now he dusts his hands off, is making a gesture that this is just easy work. Roy Reed's not one to be taken lightly. Picks him up. Body slam down to the mat. Try for a pin. He pulls him up off the mat. That's kind of something different. Almost shades of Big Daddy's likings.
I think he's pretty confident. He probably thinks he's got Roy Reed just where he wants him. He's going to play with him for a little while. That could be a big mistake.
Yes, we're wrestling fans. We got some great matches for you tonight. The ever wonderful Big Daddy will be out here in a little while. And another judo slash across the throat of Roy Reed. Don't forget, wrestling fans, come on down. We've got some shows coming up here. November the 20th, we're going to be returning here. Oh, and Roy Reed goes down hard. Lands right on the family jewels. And he goes down again. He pushes Roy Reed down. Wrestling returns here on November the 20th. We're going to have a special free drawing for some holiday turkeys. And the last wrestling show of 1987 here at the beautiful South Broadway Athletic Club will be on December the 4th. Santa Claus will be here, plus there's going to be Christmas gifts, so you'll want to make it a point to put these two dates on your calendar. Now Dane has Roy Reed on the ropes again. And Roy Reed seems a little bit dazed right now. Another elbow right into the chest of Roy Reed by Dane Roberts. Now Roy Reed making a comeback. Picks him up. Suplex. Up and over. Dane Roberts attired in satin gray tights with shiny aluminum patent leather boots with DR. Very unusual combination. 5 minutes and a lapse, sir. 10 minutes remaining. 5 minutes and a lapse, sir. 10 minutes remaining. 5 minutes have elapsed. There's 10 minutes remains in this bout. And he takes him off, up and over, and he misses. Takes him down, he lands hard. Count of 1, 2, 3. That's a winner. And now,
good evening, wrestling fans. This is Joe Donne reporting from Broadway State Prison, where this evening we are reporting on some, again, probable contenders to enter into the stables of Big Daddy in professional wrestling back in St. Louis. As you know, Big Daddy has expanded his field of troopers to a wide number now. Big Daddy rules the wrestling world in St. Louis. He is truly the greatest wrestling player, manager. As you hear some of the inmates in the background here at Broadway State Prison, where tonight they will be putting on a wrestling show themselves, and the winners could possibly get a shot at coming to the outside world and wrestling for the one, the only, the King, Big Daddy. Now this is Joe Donne reporting. Now back to championship wrestling and Big Daddy.
Unbelievable. I can't believe Roy Reed beat Dane Roberts, man. I can't believe it. I think that Dane, he's going to be all right down the road here, so we'll check him out a little later on. I never can tell what's going on around here. You know, I want to tell you something. There's this guy, you people remember Howdy Doody? What is this guy, Buffalo Bob, that old dude used to go around with Howdy Doody? And he's been talking bad about me. He comes into town, him and that clown Clarabell, and starts saying bad stuff about me. Watch this, and you won't believe it. You won't believe what you're about to see. I can't believe it. I don't even know these people, and they're talking bad about me. Check this out, and we'll be right back.
Say, kids, what time is it? Oh, it's Howdy Doody time. Yes, sir. And it's going to be Howdy Doody.
Who cares about Howdy Doody time? Everybody knows about Howdy Doody time. What you people want to know about is what's going on at the South Broadway Athletic Club, and that's December the 10th, 1988. We're having a show on there. It's a Saturday night. People just got to watch a little of that show. Here's what I'm talking about.
Hi, everybody. This is Buffalo Bob and Clarabell, and we want you all to know that we think that Big Daddy is a jerk.
You see what I'm talking about? You see, ladies and gentlemen, you see what I'm talking about? This guy don't even know me, and he's talking stuff, calling me a jerk and calling me names. That Clarabell, if I ever get my hands around his neck, he'll honk like that when I squeeze his little coconut right up, and it pops up through the top of his head. There won't be no brains coming out, because obviously the idiot don't have any brains. I'll tell you what, I'm getting kind of heated up. I better slow down a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to watch the next match here. This is one where the first time tonight that you'll see Big Daddy. Might not be the first time tonight, depending on when you're watching this show. But anyway, this is the Big Daddy and Big Daddy's Freedom Rider, who, as you all know if you've been watching my show, put Tony Casta right out of wrestling. Just like he was, just like he knew he should have had to do when he come around Big Daddy. Big Daddy took care of him, and he took care of Big Daddy. Got Big Daddy just what he needed. That's that junior heavyweight title that I got now. The only one I don't have is a tag team. The Barn Losers will get that tag team. If the Barn Losers don't get that tag team, I got another little trick up my sleeve involving maybe the Giant Assassin or somebody else that I ain't telling you about. You'll see it when it happens. All right, this match is Bobby Patton against the Freedom Rider. Let's get to it right now, and we'll come right back.
Here we go with Big Daddy here tonight. He should come out with the Freedom Rider. Big Daddy's always got a word to say to me. There's no love lost between Big Daddy and myself.
Missouri, Illinois, junior heavyweight title. And a weight of 218 pounds from Chicago, Illinois, the current junior heavyweight champion, the Freedom Rider. His opponent, at a weight of 224 pounds from Midland, Texas, young Bobby Patton.
Well, this ought to be quite interesting. I know from experience what the Freedom Rider can do. Bobby Patton's been coming along real fine. Now we're going to see what happens. Terry Riley's up there trying to explain a few things to both wrestlers. The Freedom Rider is one tough customer. Bobby Patton, as I said, has been coming along real fine, and this should be a pretty good, interesting match. Now we'll go back to Skip Mize.
Well, here we are again, wrestling fans. Tonight's second bout. Young Bobby Patton takes on the infamous Freedom Rider, accompanied by his manager, and the bell rings. My man, Big Daddy, comes up here to the ringside.
Right here. This used to be yours, Weasel. Remember?
Big Daddy brings the belt, your former belt, Tony, up here.
Yes, there's no love lost between me and Big Daddy. Big Daddy paid off the Freedom Rider. I heard it was $2,500 to take care of me, but Big Daddy's day is coming.
I'm sure of that. And they go right to work on young Bobby Patton. Freedom Rider, I believe young Bobby Patton's outclassed tonight a little bit. Young Bobby Patton is a good wrestler in his own respect, but just doesn't have the viciousness in him. He has more of the ability of a benign George the Animal Steel look.
He looks pretty vicious tonight, Skip. He's just in there punching and doing anything he can. He knows he's got a junior heavyweight title shot, and he'll probably do anything he can to beat the Freedom Rider.
Now Freedom Rider goes right between the legs of young Bobby Patton. Now he kicks him over with a foot. Rider takes young Bobby Patton right to the mat. 1 count, it's 1, and he rolls off. Now he kicks Bobby Patton again. Grabs him by the hair on the top of his head, what little bit Bobby Patton's got.
He don't have much hair up there. It's going to be hard to grab a hold of.
That's not the only thing he's short of up there. Big Daddy yelling here at ringside for Freedom Rider to hurry up. Big Daddy taunting Tony Casta here at ringside.
Big Daddy, that's all I can say is his day is coming. Sooner or later, he will get it.
Big Daddy seems to have quite a bit of build-up animosity tonight.
There's quite a bit, and still...
Now I'll turn it back to Tony.
There you've seen it. The Freedom Rider pinned Bobby Patton.
From October 1987. There for a second, you seen Big Daddy stop at the table on the other side and talk to Mr. Frank Winley, who has passed away since the last show we've done, and we'd like to dedicate this show to Mr. Frank Winley, a great St. Louis wrestler who trained a lot of the guys down at the South Broadway Athletic Club. I want to remind you that, you know, we got those fire damage tickets that are going to be honored at the August 24th, 1991 match. So if you got a ticket stub from the fire in June, come on down and check us out. I don't know. Yeah, that was all right, wasn't it? Pretty gruesome stuff. I like it. All right. I want to tell you, wrestling returns to the South Broadway Athletic Club on November the 20th, and I don't know when the other one is. Sometime in early December. I think it's December the 4th or something. I'll tell you about that later. That's December the 10th, 1988 at the South Broadway Athletic Club. If you need any information, give them a call. In case you haven't figured it out, my mouth is not moving with my pictures, so that's because you're watching a repeat. So listen to this. There's a Buffalo Bob guy again.
Hi, everybody. This is Buffalo Bob and Clarabell, and we want you all to know that we think that Big Daddy is a jerk.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You geeks out there, you watch this television program that don't cost you a penny. You send Big Daddy a letter or a card, or any of these wrestlers you want to write to, you write to them at the post office box. It'll be up on the screen here. It's care of Big Daddy, Post Office Box 39333, St. Louis, Missouri 63139, right? All right. Write me. I'll tell you another. Big Daddy has some 8x10s of the glorious giant assassin in himself. If you send me a self-addressed stamped envelope that size, 8x10, so I don't have to bend up that beautiful picture, I'll send you one absolutely free. You heard right. Big Daddy's giving something away free. So get yourself one because you need it. You can hang it up on the wall and go by it every day. But I'll tell you what, all you men that have wives out there, don't put it up on the wall because your wives will be leaving you real soon to come and see Big Daddy and the Giant Assassin. So don't do that. If you want one, send me a self-addressed stamped envelope and you can get one. All right, don't forget about that. Write me, drop me a line, drop one of these other geeks in line. These guys are desperate for somebody to talk to, believe me. So please write them a letter, drop a card, let us know. But stop writing them nasty letters to me. Big Daddy gets a lot of nasty letters and I don't understand it. I don't like it one bit. All right, so there it goes. Oh, hey, look at that, my cocktail fell over. I can't believe it. Here we go. Once again, at this point, you're going to hear some great commentary because Big Daddy's doing it. That's all I can tell you. This is the born losers who Big Daddy brought up from Arkansas to try to get them tag team belts from stupid Stan Hurley and Cookie Chris Giacin. 2 weasels, 2 losers. If they don't lose in this match, they're going to lose soon. Big Daddy's going to put them boys down, and then Big Daddy's going to have all the belts once again because, as you know and I know, Big Daddy rules the wrestling world. I rule the wrestling world. That's right. All right, let's get to this match, and we'll be right back. You people, shut your mouth!
Put the camera on me here. I'll talk to you.
All right, you squids, this is about it. Here they come, the barn losers. I'm bringing them into town. We're going to whip up on this geek, stupid Stan Hurley and Chris Cookie Giacin. We're going to whip them up real big. First time you see them in St. Louis, so watch them. Here they come now, the barn losers. Let's go. Introduce them, Skippy, you squid. Play them music, you idiot. Go ahead. That's right, the barn losers. There they are. That's right. There you go, watch, there you go, look at that. They know they're clean. They just gotta take a little of that stuff off. It makes them look good when they come into the ring. Oh, Skip Mize, my. Fancy meeting you here.
My man, what's happening?
Hey, now, hold on, I have to take a picture of us. Look at this. Don't we look good together?
My man,
Skip
Daddy.
Mize, he's getting around, he's coming around, he knows what's going on. Hey, I told you before, people always come around to Big Daddy's way because Big Daddy knows what he's doing. Is that right, Skip?
That's exactly right,
That's
Daddy.
exactly right. You people see him? What do you think? Shut your mouth. You people must be stupid.
And we're getting ready. The barn losers making their debut here tonight. Another two of Big Daddy's infamous stable.
Wait a minute. We can't say they're right in the stable yet, but they're close because Big Daddy brought him up from Arkansas. He's checking them out. He wants to make sure they can whip up on this stupid Stan and Cookie Chris Giacin here. And we'll whip these two boys up, then maybe I'll take them into my stable. Because you know, people that come into my stable usually have to have, or have a good chance of getting one of those belts. Hey, go sit down, you fathead. What's wrong with you? Go get some hair on that top of that head. What's wrong with you? Hey, don't turn your head off, man. You're hurting my eyes. You hurt my eyes.
And they're trying to get order restored. Terry Riley giving instructions to both teams of wrestlers
What do
into
you
the
want?
ring.
You want to get busted up? That can happen. I can do it for you. Get on out of here, you idiot.
And now he
You
gets-
idiot. Go sit down, you idiot. What? I'm looking right at you. Go sit down, you idiot.
Have him get the seat.
What? You want
And
something
now,
from me?
the match begins.
You're out of here, buddy. You want to go out?
And now they're right at it. Trying to restore order.
Don't worry about that idiot, man. He must be drunk or something. See that? Look at the barn losers doing the job already, baby.
Barn losers go right to work on Stan Hurley in the ring. Security here. Everybody up in the air. When Big Daddy comes to
They
town,
love me, don't they, Skip?
everybody loves you,
They love
Daddy.
me.
The one and only.
Tell these people to say you don't know what they're talking about. These barn losers, these boys are just what they say. They're barn losers. They don't care about nothing but winning, and that's why Big Daddy's got him up here. I'm glad you finally got rid of that little squid Tony Casta, too.
Well, we've also tonight, as you maybe heard, Herb Simmons is down in Mexico tonight looking at some talent across the border. Any comments on that?
Big Daddy has talent all over the world. Anything that Herb Simmons would bring up, Big Daddy can counter. Big Daddy don't worry about that squarehead Herb Simmons. I never worry about him. Look at this talent I got. Have you seen Stan Hurley do anything since he's been in there?
Not yet,
Except
Big
fall
Daddy.
on the ground. That's all he's done.
These guys look, I have to give you credit, Big Daddy, they look good. They're sharp, they move
Absolutely.
well.
Look at that. See, he knows what to do. He cuts him off. That's what Giacin gets for being a punk. That's it.
Now
Kick him out.
trying to argue with Terry Riley. Now, barn loser up and off the ropes.
That was wonderful. That put him out.
Took him
baby.
down hard. Have you got any names for these two guys other than barn losers?
To tell you the truth, that's all I ever know of them is barn losers. I think one of them's an animal, but I don't know what the other one's name is.
Okay.
See, Terry Riley finally doing the right thing.
from down in the hills of Arkansas.
That's right. And let me tell you something, Skip. When you're born in Arkansas, you're definitely a barn loser. And about half the people in here are probably born in Arkansas tonight. That's why they got one eye in the middle of their forehead from that inbreeding down there. They got one foot that's shorter than the other one from walking on the side of them ridges down there.
Now Terry Riley.
What's Terry Riley doing?
Trying to get barn loser that's on the outside away from barn loser number 1 that's still in the ring. Now he goes back and goes to work on Stan Hurley. In comes Chris Giacin.
I love it. These boys, you watch them work real close. This is what you call teamwork. Neither one of them has been in the ring for more than about 2 minutes. He goes in, he destroys, he takes a rest, he gets back in, he destroys. These guys know how to work. Go sit down and shut up, you squid. You go sit down. Hey, go sit down, Cookie. Look at Cookie pointing his finger at me. Who does he think he is? Over there.
Barn loser, the other barn loser comes back into the ring. Big Daddy, what other surprises have you got coming up? I know you've got the barn losers. I hear you're shopping around for some other important talent.
Well, right now, as you know, except for these 2 tag team titles, which I'm probably going to win tonight, Big Daddy owns all the other belts in this area. That's why when I tell people that Big Daddy rules the wrestling world, people don't believe me. But the wrestling world as we know it here, Big Daddy rules the wrestling world. So Big Daddy's always looking for new talent. As you know, I brought in Nard the Barbarian, I brought in Abdul the Butcher. Anybody that wreaks havoc and destruction in this area, Big Daddy brings them in. Ding Dong Cody,
now,
Mikey, Hurley
comes back. Into the chin of the barn loser.
Wait a minute.
Picks him up by the hair.
Got him by the hair. What is that?
Takes him over. Now the tag's made. In comes Chris Giacin.
Why didn't he break that? He's supposed to break.
Now Chris Giacin sets him up. Side saddle suplex.
He had him by the hair. I can't believe it.
Now Giacin picks him up again. Body slam.
No.
Points to Big Daddy.
Oh, no. You wish you could do that to me. Nobody can body slam Big Daddy. Kick. That's right. Nobody can body slam Big Daddy. Especially not that big dumb Cookie Giacin up there.
Now one foot over again.
Hey.
Up and off the rope. Across the chest. Trying for a pin.
This guy needs a tank. Get in, help him. That's right.
Now he kicks out again.
He knows what to do. Teamwork. I told you, teamwork is what wins matches.
5 minutes at length, sir. 40 minutes remaining.
40 minutes remain in tonight's bout.
As you can see already, the barn losers are loved by the crowd here. The crowd loves them. Get that old geek over there. I can't believe it.
Fans seem to be up in their seats. You don't want to miss wrestling here at the beautiful South Broadway Athletic Club.
Hey.
Shoulder block by Chris Giacin right into the midsection of one of the barn losers.
Gets him while he's tired.
Now in comes Stan Hurley. Stan Hurley goes right to work with those elbow smashes to the head of one of the barn losers. Now the other barn loser comes in, does the same thing to him.
I don't like this one bit.
Now Stan Hurley picks him up. Looks like he's going to set him up.
He's trying to set him up, but he ain't going to go.
Sets him up for a suplex.
No.
Up and over.
I don't like to see that kind of stuff.
Count of 1, 2.
No way.
Count.
No way in the world.
And he kicks out again. Stan Hurley looks a little bit dazed right now, but now he grabs the foot of one of the barn losers, right across into the knee of the barn loser. Puts pressure on it, got him into a leg lock.
See, now that's Stan Hurley being stupid there, because when he had the man hurt,
Now
he puts him in a leg lock,
got Hurley by the hair.
which I can tell you definitely punishes the leg, but it also gives the man on the canvas time to rest, and that's stupid on Stan Hurley's part because he had the man going. Not that I care about what Stan Hurley does, but that just shows you how stupid he is and why he's no longer in Big Daddy's stable. Because Big Daddy would tell him what to do and he wouldn't listen. He was too stupid.
Continue to be tied up on the mat.
Now he's doing the right thing. He can't tag. He's trying to get to the rope to get the break. should break the hold right now. What's he doing? He's kicking his hands off. The man's in the ropes. He should. Jerry Riley, get over there and do your job. Now he should break. He should break and break.
Now he grabs him and pulls him back inside the ring.
Whatever happened to the clean break?
Oh!
This man needs a tag bad right now.
Now he picks him up.
No. Tell him no. No.
Loser, a guarantee. Oh! That face right to the midsection. Good move by Chris Giacin. Now he's trying to run out of the ring. Now Giacin grabs him by the legs. Looks like he might be going to set him up for a figure four.
That's right, get in there. Hey! Should be pushing. Can't stand it. Shut your mouth over there, you idiot. No way they're getting a 3 count on these boys. No way in the world. No way in the universe. No way.
20 minutes on the line.
Now we go.
20 minutes on the line, sir. 25 minutes remaining.
Let's go, losers. Let's go. Come on, losers. Let's go.
Don't forget, wrestling fans, on November the 20th here at South Broadway Athletic Club, have a drawing for free turkeys. The last show of the season will be on December the 4th. Santa Claus will be here with Christmas gifts and many other things, so put these dates on your calendar.
Now, see, he did the right thing. He helped his man out when he needed him. He did the right thing. Even though he didn't really, well, he tagged right then, it looked like to me. Referee Terry Riley's still on him. I don't know what this is all about. I thought he made a clean tag.
Now both barn losers are in the ring. Now Hurley's in.
These are the legal two right here. Chris Giacin and the barn loser right there. These are the legal two right here. And that's why Terry Riley should not be saying anything except for getting these two here out of the ring. I don't know what's going on. I think the referee has lost control.
Now Chris Giacin made a comeback.
The referee at this point.
The barn loser. Now barn loser up and off the turnbuckle. Now
get Chris Giacin out of that ring. Referee Terry Riley, get Chris Giacin out of that ring.
Now Stan Hurley up and over.
What's going on? Why there couldn't be a finish in that match. I don't know. I'll tell you what. You seen it. The barn losers kicked their butts, but the barn losers didn't get the belts. They'll get the belts. They deserve the belts. As far as I'm concerned, they're the unnamed champions. They whipped all the butt that was put in front of them. They did their job. I hate to tell you that, but they did. You hear Skip Mize? Skip Mize might be coming around. I think Skippy's been talking Big Daddy up. He's getting pretty smart if that's possible for that squid. So I don't know about that boy, but we'll get back to that stuff later. Right now, Big Daddy wants to tell you that the wrestling returns to the South Broadway Athletic Club on December the 10th, 1988. It's the last show of the year. Of course, I always try to make a special one out of that. Santa Claus is there. So you need to come on down. If you need any information, call the South Broadway Athletic Club. Once again, this is you're watching a repeat, and I appreciate you watching the show. And I'll be back with a new show next week.
Well, sure, we got a few minutes. You know, this is Vegas Joe Donne, and we're out in Las Vegas, Nevada. I just got back talking with my good friend Jerry and Sammy Of course, this is the end of the telethon, and it's really been great. And we'd like to thank all you people for helping Jerry's kids.
All right, next match here features the Beaver. I hate to even call him the Beaver anymore. I'm just going to call him Keith Smith. You people know he looks like Beaver Cleaver, so that's his problem. Against Nature Boy. Here comes the Nature Boy, Buddy Stevens. Buddy Stevens is going to soon to be in Big Daddy's stable. Buddy Stevens is coming along real fast, and he's looking real good. So check this match out, and Big Daddy will come back and tell you about it in a few minutes, all right? All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're watching a rerun from way back in October of 1987. And I want to remind you that wrestling returns to the South Broadway Athletic Club Saturday night, August the 24th, 1991, with an all-new show. As I told you people earlier, in June, we advertised as having the hottest wrestling show in town. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, we did, because the building caught on fire. So if you got a ticket stub, if you were forced out into the rain, we appreciate you coming back down there. And we want you to watch these matches. There are going to be some reruns next week. However, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the King Kong Brody tribute. I'm going to run it 3 times. It'll be the 3rd anniversary of the death of King Kong Brody. Watch the rerun.
Oh, right here at the South Broadway Athletic Club.
And now they lock up, almost locked up in the middle. Now they tie up in the middle. Will he give a clean break on the first one? No, Keith Smith gets one shot in on him that time. Don't forget, wrestling fans, wrestling returns here to the South Broadway Athletic Club on November the 20th. Have a free drawing for some holiday turkeys, and also the last wrestling show of the 1987 season will be on December the 4th. Santa Claus will be here that night with Christmas gifts and all kinds of other good things. And don't forget also, wrestling fans, a benefit for the beautiful South Broadway Athletic Club. Newly remodeled, heated, and air-conditioned in the historic Soulard District. Backed by popular demand, Teddy Bear and the Cubs and the Double D Rock and Roll Show, Saturday night, November the 21st, at 2301 South 7th Street. For information or advance tickets, call area code 314-776-9600. Takes Keith Smith off the rope, takes him down with a clothesline. Now he picks Keith Smith up, puts that shoulder into the midsection of Keith Smith. I'm sure, as you said earlier, Tony, it's just a matter of time until Buddy Stevens is taking on the stable of Big Daddy.
Yes, I know. He's been under some training by the Giant Assassin, and some of it looks like it the way he's working in the ring.
As you know, Big Daddy was here earlier in an earlier commentary, and that the Barn Losers, he had just brought him up for a trial period, as he told me. He wanted to see what kind of stuff they had, to quote Big Daddy.
Well, I happened to walk by the dressing room, and he was in conference with them, and I think he liked what he's seen, and I'm pretty sure they will be back, and they probably will be in Big Daddy's stable.
As you said earlier, till you, Ron Powers, and you get some of the other guys who've had some minor injuries that haven't taken them out of the wrestling circle. Keith Smith, Eddie Smith, Chris Giacin, Hurley. It's going to be a long road till you get it back together, and when you get it back together, getting back in there and getting them belts back from Big Daddy.
I know another friend of mine from Canada, Rick Robinson, is out for a while with an injury. And I think he'll be, he's in rehabilitation now. He's ready to go back into training. And I'm pretty sure he'll be back here November the 20th.
Well, that's good. The fans always like Rick Robertson from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Now the Nature Boy switching back and forth between the left leg of Keith Smith.
I'd still like to say, I've said it many times before, that I don't care what Big Daddy says, I don't care what the Giant Assassin has to say, there is some friction between his top man, the Assassin, and Big Daddy. I've seen it myself. I've heard yelling and screaming as I went by the dressing room. They're not agreeing on a lot of things, and I wouldn't be surprised in a matter of time there will be a separation between Big Daddy and the Giant Assassin.
You know something, Tony, also to add to that note, when Big Daddy was up here doing a commentary, he had told me and the other wrestling fans out there, when I questioned him about this alliance between the Assassin and him, all his comment was that the Assassin was the greatest wrestler in the world, not under his guidance or anything else. That was the sole comment. So maybe there is something definitely going on.
I believe there is, and for the sake of wrestling, I hope so, because I think the Giant Assassin, if he could change his ways, could be a champion forever. He's a strong man, a big man, and without the guidance of the Giant, without the guidance of Big Daddy, I think he can still go a long ways.
Can you imagine the awesome power that would be there with the likes of you, Ron Powers, and the Assassin all together in an alliance together?
That would be wonderful. You know, I've had it in the back of my mind to approach the Giant Assassin with some offers, and I've held myself back.
5 minutes have elapsed. There are 20 minutes remaining.
I've held myself back, but I think I'm in a position now where I'm going to start making some offers to the Giant Assassin just to feel him out and see if he is ready to change his alliance.
Well, as I've known before, that even though the Assassin enjoys the role of being Big Daddy's confidant, protector, or bodyguard, whatever you want to call it, and he does make an enormous amount of money, Big Daddy has one thing going, the Assassin has one thing going for him that Big Daddy doesn't, and that is that he is a rather modest individual. He is only flamboyant through Big Daddy.
That is right. Since I've known the Assassin wrestling around the country on the same cards with him, I've heard talk about all the money he's made. He's made some wise investments, and he don't need Big Daddy. And it just may be the time where he is ready to go out on his own.
I think that, as you said, that if the Assassin or this alliance could be created or developed or put together, however you want to phrase it, that it would be just to the benefit of wrestling in general, to the sport.
Yes, it would, and I think we may see that day.
So now, Nature Boy Buddy Stevens and Keith Smith continues to go at it in the ring.
Keith Smith can take a lot of punishment. I've wrestled with Keith as a tag team partner all over the Midwest, and him like myself, it seems like we're down and out, but when you hear them fans yelling and screaming, you get that little bit extra and you make that comeback and usually be successful.
And Keith up and over, high somersault almost. Takes him off with a very high hip toss. Now drops that leg across the chest of Keith Smith. Tries for a pin, count of 1, 2, and Keith Smith rolls out.
How did it do, 10 minutes?
Now Keith Smith lands hard on his neck.
10 minutes have elapsed. There are 15 minutes remaining. 10 minutes have elapsed. There are 15 minutes remaining.
10 minutes have elapsed, 15 remains. Don't forget, wrestling fans, you can get your advance tickets for any of the wrestling shows here at the South Broadway Athletic Club 2 weeks before any match date. Also, you can purchase your advance tickets at the South Broadway Athletic Club, the Easy Movie Rental, 3209 South Grand, and Gateway Fitness Center, 2741 Cherokee. Sets him up, try for a... Buddy Rogers almost had him pinned. Buddy Stevens, rather, I'm sorry. Up, over, one more time. Count of 1, 2, 3. And now turn, into the ring comes the Assassin. Now the Assassin kicks Keith Smith. Well, maybe we spoke too soon, Tony. Now he stomps Keith Smith. Now they both go to work on him. Now the assassin throws Keith Smith out of the ring. The assassin comes out here. Now he comes down, continues to start pummeling on him.
Get them people out of the way.
Now he takes Keith Smith's head and pounds it into the ring post. Tony, I think we spoke too fast. Now he picks the chair up. Now Terry Riley trying to be kept out of the way by Buddy Stevens. In comes Eddie Smith. He's got a chair. He's going after the assassin. Eddie Smith, Keith Smith's dad's trying to get to the assassin and Buddy Stevens.
Hey, you believe that? All I can tell you is there was no pin there. There was no pin. The giant assassin, he did what he had to do. He saved his man, saved his partner. Eddie Smith was out there trying to interfere with a chair. You all seen it. And it was just unbelievable. The giant assassin did what he had to do because he's the greatest wrestler in pro wrestling today. And you all know that. I'm the greatest wrestling manager. Let me point something out right here. Now, wasn't it just great that during that match that all it seemed like the Weasel and Fathead and Squarehead Squid Skippy could talk about was trouble between me and the giant assassin and talk about that? After all, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it their job to call the matches? I think maybe about 5 seconds of the match they call the match. All the rest of the time they're talking about this crap. And that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of bull. There's no problem in Big Daddy's stable. Big Daddy takes care of his men and the men take care of Big Daddy. That's the way it works, in case you people are too stupid to know that.
Hi, everybody. This is Buffalo Bob and Clarabell, and we want you all to know that we think that Big Daddy is a jerk.
All right, here's what you've been waiting for. The glorious giant assassin. As I told you, the greatest wrestler in wrestling today against that Ward Cleaver, man, Ed Smith. How he got this title match, he must have some money somewhere because he had to pay to get this match or he would have never got it. That's all I can tell you. So watch this match. As horrible as it'll be for you Eddie Smith fans, watch it real close so you can see how he takes a real good whipping.
Time waste. Dave Smith's in there and ready to go. I knew it would happen.
Well, here they go, right at it. And the assassin takes the chair right to the head. And the match begins in a rather haphazardly manner. Eddie Smith down here at ringside on the floor after being hit in the head by the assassin.
I talked to Eddie Smith, but it don't look like it done any good.
I don't think so, Tony. He is nothing but a behemoth of anger right now, accompanied by his manager, bodyguard, or whatever you want to call him, the mercenary, and his valet, Crazy Christie. Now the assassin goes right back to work, picks Eddie Smith up. Eddie Smith bleeding from the forehead profusely. Now the assassin puts that number 15 boot into the midsection. Now the assassin kicks at Crazy Christie. Flexes his muscles for the audience to see. The mat is covered with the crimson red of Eddie Smith's blood. Eddie Smith doubling his fist up. Looks like he's very, very upset right now. Assassin takes him all the way to the mat with a vicious, vicious inside the arm smash. Now the giant assassin is on the outside of the mat. Yeah, now the assassin sitting here making lewd and lascivious gestures towards the crowd about go Eddie go. Boy, he's got the fans upset now, Tony.
He better pay more attention to what he's doing. Eddie Smith will get his breath back, and he better watch out.
Of course, we all got to watch Big Daddy. We know how Big Daddy is. I don't know much about this kid they call the mercenary, the bodyguard of Eddie Smith. Big Daddy trying to taunt him. That might be more than Big Daddy can chew if he taunts him.
I don't know who he is. He's a friend of Eddie Smith, and it don't seem to bother him. Big Daddy's right in his face, and it don't bother him a bit.
Now Crazy Christie unleashing her shoes. Up and over. Big Daddy is still trying to taunt the mercenary with to no avail.
He's had it. He's done. Let's just stop the match right now. Give the belt back to the champion where it belongs. We can all go home. All these geeks from out here wouldn't be screaming like they're idiots, like they are.
Now he pulls him off the corner, whips him into the other corner. Tries to put that off the top rope, lands hard on the floor. Lays injured on the floor. Big Daddy wanting the bell to be rung. Says Eddie Smith threw him over the top rope. He did not throw him over the top rope.
Oh, he went to knee Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith got out of the way, and the assassin just went over the top rope.
320 pounds of momentum.
And you could hear it hit the floor.
Now Eddie trying to come back. Punches the assassin several times in the forehead.
Punching him.
Goes after Keith Smith. Like you said, Tony, I hope Keith can control himself and lets his dad take care of things in the ring.
It looks like his dad's making a comeback.
Chrissy, you're horrid.
Now the assassin trying to make his way over to Big Daddy. Smith still bleeding profusely from the head, and I don't know whether he's got an eye cut or not. I can't really tell. Now he's trying to put the sleeper on him. Eddie Smith, legs stretched out, muscles taut, shoulder muscles in obvious maximum distension, exerting extreme pressure to the olfactory sensory nerve cells. But again, the assassin in his viciousness turned it around and was able to get out of the hold. Eddie Smith really shook right now. Apparently he got him below the belt. Keith Smith talking to the assassin saying, hey, you want some of me? That's no problem. That can be arranged too.
10 minutes.
Already called. Now Crazy Christie stomping up and down. Now Keith Smith picks a chair up. I can't tell what's going on the opposite side of the ring right now. Assassin wipes the sweat off of his brow. Throws a kiss to the fans. Big Daddy up here at ringside. Now he continues trading punches into the midsection. Picks Eddie Smith up. Body slam. Almost a 3 count, only a 2. Assassin pulls him up off the mat and wouldn't make the pin. Now he pushes him back down. Now Assassin comes out of the ring. Smith tries for a comeback. Eddie Smith, rather, I'm sorry. Keith, the father and son, both. Sometimes you get them confused out here. Now Terry Riley's knocked down. Now the assassin picks him up. Hits him up in the middle.
Whoa!
Trying to get in there. Now Keith Smith goes into the ring. Now Keith Smith takes on the assassin. Vicious blows to the forehead. Terry Riley. Terry Riley asking the bell to be rang. Now Keith Smith comes back with a drop kick. Sets the assassin down. Now he picks him up, father and son, both of them. Double team clothesline up and over.
Hey, I told you. Hey, everybody's calling up saying that Big Daddy cheated and stuff. There's no way. Let me tell you something. If I interfered in that match, if I hit Eddie Smith with the stick in that match, how come the referee didn't call it? You seen Eddie Smith attack the referee and knock the referee out because he thought he could gain the unfair advantage by having his son and some other squid out there that was dressed like an idiot, had green stuff on his face and stuff, must have been some stupid idiot, and that fat, stupid hog, Crazy Chrissy, was out there acting like a fool. I can't believe it. They're the ones that interfered in this match. Big Daddy didn't interfere in nothing, and when it comes down to the whole thing, you know that the Giant Assassin is still the champion. If Big Daddy interfered, why didn't the referee disqualify me? He disqualified the Cleavers, not Big Daddy and the Giant Assassin. Big Daddy is still the champion. The Giant Assassin is still champion. I get that mixed up sometimes because I own those belts. You know I own them. When my men win them, I own them. Giant Assassin is still a champion. He's still the greatest wrestler in the world, and I'm still the greatest wrestling manager in the world. Nobody will ever get that belt unless I sell it to him. Unless I give it to him, and that's the only way they're ever going to get it. So you keep watching this show, and you'll see a lot more butt kicking in the near future. All right. As I tell you in partying every time, that's good. But wait a minute. Buffalo Bob, if you're out there watching this, you're in the biggest of trouble you ever been. Let me tell you that right now. As I tell you in partying all the time, goodbye. And good riddance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got to watch this on beautiful Channel 53. And once again, you're watching a rerun that was recorded and shown initially in October of 1987. I want to tell you that wrestling returns to the South Broadway Athletic Club Saturday night, August the 24th, 1991. And listen, if you got anything to say, you got any comments, give us a call at the Pro Wrestling Hotline. That number is 879-3002. 879-3002. The Pro Wrestling Hotline. Give us a call. Let us know about the channels change, whatever you think. And the kid that keeps calling me and asking me about taking the robes, somebody's already got the job. You're out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, the King Kong Brody tribute. 3 years since his death, the greatest pro wrestler ever. And we'll check it out. Thanks for watching the rerun. See you next week.